Good afternoon, everybody. My name is James Zapadelli, and I'm here with veteran broadcaster Carole Simpson, and we're talking about media fairness and media coverage between Senators Clinton and Obama. So, Carole, thanks very much.
Thank you for having me.
So, what do you think? Has the coverage of Senators Clinton and Obama been fair?
Well, when you're saying by the media,
Yes.
right? We have to separate out the media. We have to talk about the mainstream media, and by that I mean the major newspapers and the major television networks and the all-news cable networks. Then we have to talk about People magazine and the personality press. We have to talk about bloggers. We have to talk about radio talk show hosts. So the media is so gigantic. And they have been different, each of them, in their own way. I think the mainstream media has been very fair. That's their job, is to play it straight, to be objective, and so on, and report what happened, and so on. The Fox News Channel has been known to be tilting toward the Republican side of things, and they have continued to. So they have been harder on Barack Obama and on Senator Clinton than they have been on the Republican candidates. But that's to be expected. The bloggers and the talk show hosts that are conservative, they have been very hard on the Democratic candidates. More so, more critical, and sometimes kind of nasty about them. So it's a mixed bag. I think that people can find fair, true, honest reporting, and I think they can also find slanted and biased reporting.
Well, do you think, you've covered campaigns for a long time, is this 2008 campaign any different from past campaigns? For example, Richard Nixon, George H.W. Bush, and if it's different, how has it been different?
It's so different because there is so much media. Back when I was covering the campaigns early on, it was the three major networks, the major newspapers, and the wire services. But now you have people like Entertainment Tonight putting a camera on a campaign plane to cover a candidate. You have bloggers, you have the internet, you have an explosion of media. And you have them appearing much more on entertainment programs. That never would have happened. Nixon going on a show like Johnny Carson or something, although he did go on Laugh-In, now that I remember it, and said, "Suck it to me, suck it to me." But that was, you know, there weren't all those shows like that. But
did he get any more votes because he went on Laugh-In?
Well, Richard Nixon had a problem of being a very stilted and formal person, so he was trying to loosen up his image by appearing on a show like Laugh-In. But he was still the basic Nixon no matter what, so no, I don't think that helped him that much.
Because there's been such an explosion of media, as you say, is it difficult or easier to find hard, honest, true, fair reporting of the presidential candidates?
I think it's harder if people are not intelligent about it, but if people who understand what different media are, there's some people that see things on blogs. I got an email from someone that had picked up something on the internet that said that Barack Obama had sponsored 237 bills in the short time he's been in the U.S. Senate. And it started pointing out what all of these were. Completely untrue, but it was being circulated among African American voters to say, hey, he has as much experience as Senator Clinton. And so people get stuff that people send them and email them from something they got on the internet. And so a lot of false information is floating around out there, and people have to be much more vigilant in what they believe and what they don't believe. And I think if they stick with the New York Times and the Washington Post and the Wall Street Journal and those kinds of things, that they're going to get a true picture rather than looking at some of the stuff they see on TV and on the internet.
Okay, Carole, well, thanks so much for joining us. I'm James Abadelli, and thanks for watching. I hope to see you real soon.